Collective. So this is going to be a random reading, a very quick one. I feel like this is like pre-full moon in Taurus. So please make it sense to come where is. So you get a masculine here that is upset, or somebody's upset with your masculine. Two messages here. A group of people is upset that you have found your twin flame, your divine masculine, or they're upset with your divine masculine for finding you. Okay? If you're masculine here watching a male, there are people upset with you because you found your twin flame. If you're feminine watching here, there are people upset with your masculine that they found you. Okay? And then a side message for the light workers or angels, divine workers, tarot readers, healers, etc. Okay? Practitioners, spiritualists, all that. Witches and warlocks. Listen, you got people that are upset with you because you're happy, because you're high vibrational. Okay? The first message is going to be love based. The second one is going to be anyone that's into spirituality, that do divination, that has spiritual gifts. Okay? People are envious of your power, envious of your aura. They're envious of the fact that you are untouchable, basically. And everybody else is in their ego being upset, being jealous, being frustrated, while you're walking around unscathed, not giving a fuck. Okay? So we're gonna divide this. We're gonna start first with the twin flames of it all. And I'm not sure if this applies for both of the groups. I would just say this. The outsiders, the people that don't get it, that it's not the same as you, that don't understand where you're coming from, how you operate, right? Because if they would understand, they wouldn't judge you, they wouldn't be in their ego, they wouldn't be hating you as much as they do. Because why the fuck are they hating? Because you don't give a fuck. Why the fuck are they hating if you're happy? Why the fuck are they hating if you found your person or your person found you? Make it make sense. They're miserable. Misery loves company. Okay? They kind of think, or I'm assuming, they're assuming that you might be in a cult. If you're in a twin flame union, they feel like that's a cult. If you are intuitive, if you have spiritual gifts, if you identify as the examples I just mentioned to you guys in the spiritual community, they feel like that's a cult. If you're in a twin flame union or waiting for your twin flame or found your twin flame, somebody or a lot of people feels that's a cult. Okay? So there we go. And just like a side message, because I feel like you that have those spiritual intuitive gifts to you, I don't feel like you care. And for anyone else that is wondering about those people, if you think that they're doing something and you don't get it, there's supposed to be a separation. You're not supposed to get it because you're not a part of the group. You're not a part of the elite. You're not a part of the club. So just exit, go and be with everyone else, and leave those people that know what they're doing or know what they're in to be for themselves. Okay? Okay. So like I said, we're going to start first with the twin flames. Okay? People hating on your masculine because you found your person, or they're hating on you because you found your person. Okay? This is people that could be older than you. This could have been people that you have blocked. This is people that you just don't, there's no contact between you guys at all. I feel like there's no type of correlation, revelation, relationship. There's no link. There's no bond between you and these people that are hating on the fact that you were in a twin flame union, find your divine masculine, or your divine masculine found you for you guys to be in union now. Like, there is no link towards the people that are hating, because it doesn't even make sense though. The logical reasoning I have here is because they either want to be with you or they want to be with your divine masculine. Okay? It's either they want to be with the divine feminine and they want to be with the divine masculine, and they hate the fact that you're in a twin flame relationship. You know, that's the thing. But what's even worse is that you found your person. I think that's what's triggering them. The fact that what you said is not a lie. The fact that you are a twin flame is true. The fact that you are a divine feminine, you have a divine counterpart, you are a divine masculine, you have found your divine counterpart. I feel like that's what's triggering them the most. It was all BS. It was all gibberish when you were speaking about it, right? It was cool when you were hoping and waiting and in stress about your person, but now you're in union and the people from the outside looking in, they are triggered now. They're upset now. They're angry now. They're talking shit now. Okay? Before, it was a fantasy. It was lore. There was no truth to it, but then you found your person, and then they're like, I can't believe this is true. They're so fucking pissed, collective. They feel like it's not fair. They don't feel like it's fair that you found your person found you, and the fact that you're in a twin flame union. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. Collective, I know you don't give 2 cents about these people because, again, there's no link. There is no correlation. There's actually no contact with these people who are hating. Let me just say this. The retrograde just started. So there's that. Their hatred might be amplified. So I need you to protect your energy, however you protect your energy. Okay? And tomorrow is the full moon in Taurus. And a lot of people is always on some bullshit during the full moon transits or new moon shifts. So you know what to do. I know for a fact you don't give 2 cents about these people at all, especially if it's a man thinking that, you know, you should be with them, or a jealous friend that's a masculine that feels some type of way that you found your person. I know for a fact you don't, there is no care or any fucks to give when it comes to these people or this person. Okay, they're going around telling other people that what you have is not real and that they should be the love of your life. You know, how dare you have a twin flame? How dare you be with your divine masculine? How dare you be in a twin flame divine counterpart relationship? This is hilarious to me, collective. This is funny. Somebody really thought you were lying. They didn't believe this shit until it happened. Shit, she's actually not only a divine counterpart, she has her person in this lifetime, and they're actually in union. It's a different thing if you're like, I'm a divine feminine, I'm a twin flame, and they're like, yeah, and they can go along on the ride of like becoming your fake one until the real one shows up. They never thought the real one would show up, and they did. They fucking did. This is hilarious. Oh my, all that he can do is hate though. I feel like they're terrified because they didn't believe this shit is real. You might have catapulted this person into their spirituality or their awakening. That's a good thing though. Shit, you're on top of your shit though. Like if this person didn't believe in anything spiritual, or in this case, the twin flame union, you are catapulting your person into an awakening. And boy, oh boy, if they're on a twin flame journey, they might need your advice because this shit is not easy. Okay, I feel like you did this. You did good though. Listen, collective, that has been the message. The fact that you don't care, you're gonna be solid anyways. Even if you did care, listen, you in union is just chef kiss. It's such a power move. Congratulations. That's all I gotta say. So we got the giraffe spirit in reverse. I feel like you are paying attention to every detail. It's good to see beyond the picture, right? But you're like really picking up on everything, so nothing is going to, nothing can move past you. And especially if you're in a union with your person, you're gonna be much more quicker when it comes to the signs. social cues, spiritual cues. You're going to be on top of your shit, okay? Because when you're in union with your person, the power move, the power essence, the power aura you have, baby, don't let me start, okay, collective? Don't let me start, okay? Listen, let's let go. I mean, not even that. For those that are worried, you don't have to, because I feel like you don't give a fuck. But for those that are like, they're such an annoyance, you just cleanse your energy, okay? Let love light the way. Don't be afraid or discouraged, for the Lord personally goes ahead of you. He will be with you. He will neither fail you nor abandon you. You have so much protection. I kid you not. And I feel like that's why you don't care. Number two, your person is also your protector, especially if they're in the divine masculine energy. I'm also tuning into that you guys have archangels, heavy archangels that are like on your side, like no man's business. So on top of you not giving a fuck, having protection from your person, and also archangels, baby. Love and light. Send love and light. Okay, that's my advice, girl. Listen, let's move on to the next category of this message for the light workers, healers, divinators, all that good stuff. You also got a group of people that feels like you guys are cult-like, or they're just hating, again, from outside of the club, but you guys are not in the essence of like, I would say this though, you're definitely divine feminines, divine masculines, especially if you're into ascending spirituality and healing, okay, yourself and our ED planet. But you're just hating, like you could just be a psychic or a tarot reader, right? And people are hating, thinking that is cult-like because they don't get it. They're not a part of the group. They're not supposed to get it, okay? That's why there's a division between you and them, okay? The in club and the outside club, okay? There's levels to this, and somebody that you dealt with in the past is triggered now. They're upset. They feel left out. They're hating. They're talking shit. They want other people to talk shit. In the same breath, they want to be a part of your life as well, but they're also hating. Make it make sense. Like, this is crazy to me. I can't even. Anyways, light workers, earth angels, divinators, warlocks, and witches, and as such, you are what your energy is very much love and light, and any hatred or negativity they're speaking on you, sending your way, the fact that you're standing in the Ace of Cups is just going to eliminate any type of negativity. And this is probably going to trigger them more. But this is the thing, love is stronger than hate, and light is stronger than darkness. Even though one needs, I will say this though, both need to exist because that's just the nature of things, okay? You can't have sadness without happiness and happiness without sadness. This is the thing though, because of the Ace of Cups energy you have, the love and light frequency you stand on, and the righteousness of things, and the better look at life. It's eliminating the negativity. It's eliminating the hatred, the envious, the gossip, the whatever the case may be. You're untouchable. You're untouchable. I don't like. That's it. You're untouchable. Collective. We got the Ace of King of Pentacles, but the Ace of Pentacles is also in the midst of it all. So for a lot of you guys, you're not only untouchable against the people that are hating, gossiping about you, whatever the case may be, you're also receiving money. So for some of you guys, your ability is linked to transmutation. So for instance, I have this ability as well, okay? And I only noticed this until later. So every time somebody, because I don't have the biggest support system, and I would say this, I'm more supported spiritually than I am in my human life, okay? So every time something happened to me in a negative way, or is kind of beyond my understanding or my intentional, I receive an abundance of flow. Like I literally receive financial aid. I'm talking about finding money, money getting put into my account. People want to help me on a financial level, and I don't even have to need it, right? But what I've noticed, every time somebody do me wrong, I get financial output. Okay, some people, they get that's just what I've noticed for myself, right? For me, one thing I always wanted, still wants, is peace, right? Just peace and to be left alone, right? But somehow I've garnered the ability of transmutation, where it's like my attacks and hurt and pain and betrayal and manipulation and trying to put an end to me, right? Somehow I get financial attributes, okay? Not somehow, I feel like it's ordained spiritually. I say this to say, it could be in the sense of like somebody doesn't want to let me just say this. So as an example, I mentioned this in one of my readings today. I decided to go and get some makeup. I got some samples. I had the receipt. I want to return it. And the clerk at the makeup store, she was in her ego, right? And basically, she denied the return. And then I just stood there. I was kind of like, okay, whatever. But I explained to the entourage that was there and sneaking and giving me side eyes and whatnot, the situation very calmly, cool and collected. And the clerk that had an issue with me returning this went to her boss twice, right? Not because I said so, but just me calmly explaining to other people what took place. And she's like, let me check with the boss twice. The second time she did so, I got not only my money back, peace was restored. So I would just say this, if I've had like a bad day that day, like if now I will say in ego reference, them being in their ego, it's not like evil eyeing or negativity in my eye, right? Some people might be offended, right, or be sensitive about that, but I know how people be acting in their ego, so that's just my perception of things. But let's say if I dealt with somebody that was harassing me, right, or they stole from me, or I got triggered by something traumatic and that person still wanted to trigger me the same day. If I were to go to the store and return this makeup, I would have gotten my money on the first try. This is what I mean with transmuting energy, where it's like if somebody do me wrong, my blessing would be financially, okay? This time around, it was not that type of thing, but a lot of people might be like, because they were having or harboring stereotypical ego-based animosity towards me, that would be some sort of negativity. I really didn't give a fuck, again, but some may perceive that as this is why I'm getting it back. No, I know when I get things instantly is because something took place the same day or a day before, etc. Okay, so some of you guys have the gift of transmutation. Now, obviously, your transmutation could also be love, the love for yourself. All of a sudden, the people that hating you, your soulmate knocks on your door, your full flame comes through, your business arise, right? You're finally talking to your family members again. Your boss is super nice to you. That's how you transmute energy. And because I feel like you have that ability, you're going to be good. Hence why you have the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles, and being the King of Pentacles, somebody that's financially stable, mentally stable, and you got your shit together. And these people or person, they hate this, that you can transmute. They hate that you're good. They hate that you're in the love and light energy and not acting from ego. Whoop-de-doo. Again, as fellow intuitives, we just don't give a fuck. But yeah, somebody will hate outside the club and be triggered for the rest of their life. And if they do anything, you would definitely get some repercussion. And I feel like it's the transmutation of, if they get karma, you get what? Dharma. And also justice. They're really upset with this. They're really upset with this. They're really in their ego. They're really, they feel quite mental because of this. But again, it's not your issue, okay? I say this to say, you're not the same. You were never the same. You guys will never be the same. Some also is clocking the reason. Never mind. Collective, be aware and be mindful. I feel like you already know, if you're intuitive here, that because of their hatred and it didn't touch you, they might want to come in and make amends and declare something to you, a statement of concern, of like, how do I say this? I'm getting the energy of like, if I can't beat collective, let me join them. So the same person that was hating, talking shit about you, getting other people to talk shit about you, all of a sudden, because you're on the winning team, aka you transmuted their hateration into a blessing to you, they want to come in now and apologize, be in your circle, be by your side, and be supportive. But the same, like, this is the same people or person that was talking shit about you and praying on your downfall, saying that you're cray, saying that you joined a cult, saying that what you do is, it's not normal, it's ridiculous, it's fantasy. But when they see you transmute, when they see you manifest, when they see you not being triggered by the ego-based human mind, they're like, oh, I need to change my energy now and join them because they're actually doing good. Me hating on them is only making them look better. Collective, look better. Collective, I already know you can clock the bullshit from miles away. Keep your distance. Let them still hate outside of the club, because that's where they belong. Outside of the club. And that's that. Okay? Just do a little. Just keep them outside of the club, okay? Whether you're twin flame or an intuitive or resonate with the 144,000, if you know, you're just not on the same level. Like, there is you guys, and then there is the human, hated, ego-based individuals, okay? And usually it's past people, but hey, it could be anyone from this timeline, the past, or the future. The storyline is this: the battle against good and evil, the battle against the people that are right and wrong, the battle against the ego, the flesh, and the spirit. Okay, there's also monitoring spirits as well. So like people that are trying to figure out, or maybe even these same people, what they have figured out is that you are being blessed, you being stable, you being happy, you are not being bothered. That's what they're seeing. Of course they're stressed. Of course they need to fix things with you now. Of course they're in their ego even more so than before, because you're fucking winning. You're fucking winning. Listen, we're about to wrap this up. It's time for me to go. Your advice card from this deck. Some people, they were in your life for a season and for a reason, for them to get the lesson and for you to get the blessing. And that's that. We're gonna leave on that note. And until next time. Happy full moon in Taurus, and thank you for everybody that's watching every reading that I'm doing thus far. And